Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Music Forward's Open Mic Fridays. My name is Lydia Caesar, and I will be your hostess with the mostest for this evening. We are so excited that you chose to spend a portion of your Friday night with us. We are going to be bringing you the freshest new talent from around the globe. All right. Thank you for joining us here on Twitch. Listen, if you haven't subscribed yet and you are on Twitch, please subscribe to us right now so that you never miss out on the amazing things that we have going on. So I'm sure one of these fabulous artists sent you this link, told you to watch them perform, and you probably have no idea what this show is. And you know what? As a matter of fact, do me a favor and send this link out to somebody. Just text it to somebody real quick and tell them to join so we can fill this room up. So let's start out letting you know what Music Forward is and what Open Mic Fridays is. Music Forward is an organization that connects young people from our communities directly to the music industry via career artist development programming designed to transform young lives, inspire careers, and champion a more inclusive music industry. The industry is a tough nut to crack. I know. I'm not just a host, I'm also an artist. And Music Forward is the bridge between the artist and the industry. Very, very necessary. What is Open Mic Fridays? So Open Mic Fridays is a performance showcase where young artists, they share their talent. And what makes this show different is that they get direct feedback directly from industry experts, people who have been there, done that, people who have flourishing careers, artist managers and A&Rs and all kinds of different people in the industry who have had success. So that's what makes this showcase so important. Don't you hate when somebody tries to tell you what to do and they haven't done it? This is not that, okay? Our experts have been there, done that, and they're going to pour directly into the artists following their performance. We want to encourage you guys to please give notes of feedback in the chat, words of encouragement. They go a long way for the artists. And also, you are going to be able to get involved tonight. We will have a fan favorite that is going to come back and join us in our final showcase in April. So when you see the link in the chat, click on that after each performance and vote for who you would like to come back to the show in April. The artist with the most fans is the artist that will be chosen. So make sure that you visit that link. We're also going to have our industry experts choose somebody as well. So there will be a fan favorite and an industry favorite. And both of those artists will have the opportunity to possibly win great prizes. So make sure that you show love and vote. All right. So before we get started with the performers, let us meet our industry experts. Let's see who is in the room. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. All right, let us start with Justin Bishop. I'm going to tell you all about Justin. Justin Bishop is a manager and A&R from MDDN. Justin Legacy Bishop is an Evanston, Illinois native, currently based in LA, who has spent the past few years building a resume as one of the most promising upcoming managers and A&Rs, working with artists such as Mark E. Bassi, Kay Camp, Vic Mensa, Joe Trufant, and more. Justin found his path in the industry while attending Augustana College in Illinois and launched their student-run music festival called Slew Fest. That's dope, okay? A student-run festival. For the next 5 years, Justin has gone from personal assistant to managing some of today's favorite acts in hip-hop, R&B, and pop. A self-made man. We love a self-made man. Justin, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're so excited to have you. So if you can tell us one of the main ingredients for just getting out there and doing it yourself, what would you say that is?
It's as simple as it is. It's just you gotta do it. I
Mhm.
think a lot of what the pandemic has kind of taught us is like being cooped up in the house. We can make all this music, and we think it's kind of dope, but the world still hasn't heard it. So if you want to just jump right in, you just gotta go for it.
Love that. Just got to do it. And I like to say, do it as soon as you think about it. At least start it, because if you don't,
Exactly.
you may procrastinate and push it off. So start it
Yep.
immediately. I
Yep.
love
Yep.
that. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get to know a little bit about Matt Downey. He's an artist manager from 720. Born in Australia, but based in California, Matt Downey is a manager and an A&R working across pop, rhythmic, and electronic. His roster includes Grammy winners, gold and platinum selling writers and producers, and an artist in this year's Billboard 21 Under 21 list. He is working. Collectively, his clients have credits with Diplo, Sam Tompkins, Lady Gaga, Jason Derulo, Erlen Allen Kane, Olivia O'Brien, Jessie J, Usher, J-Lo, Pitbull, Lil Jon, Tyga, Ludacris, Billy Ray Cyrus, Snoop Dogg, and more. I could have made a song out of that list. It's so long. We are super excited to have you, Matt. Welcome to Open Mic Fridays.
I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited by the way you said my list of clients and my list of people my clients have worked with.
I mean, it's such a long list. It just had to have a rhythm to it. We are ecstatic to have you here to pour into these artists. So what actually led you to a career in the music industry?
To keep it as brief as I can, I'm a little bit older, right? Like when I was a kid, I would buy CDs and I would tear through liner notes, and I didn't know what any of these phrases mean, like programming, executive producer. All of it seemed super interesting, but I had no idea. And as I got further and further along the line, I was in college, I just started trying to peel away on the internet about what these things actually meant and how records were made. And I honestly just kept tugging on that thread all the way out to California. And that was about 8 years ago. And I'm still tugging at that same thread.
Yes, I love that. Especially since we've moved so far away from the liner notes, right? But those notes are so important. Like these records wouldn't be anything without everybody involved. So I love that that's the motivating factor for you. I think that's really special and probably why you are so successful at what you do. So we're excited to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys have met our industry experts. Both of you may turn off your cameras. We're going to be back with you all throughout the evening. Thank you so much. All right, so you've met them. They're super dope. They've done amazing things, and our artists are going to get to perform directly for them. Please do not forget to be positive, give feedback in the chat. An encouraging word can go so far for an independent artist. All right. Coming to the virtual stage, we have our very first artist of the night. She is going to kick it off. And I have a little birdie told me that she's got to sing and get out of here because she's going to be doing the national anthem for a hockey game. I love it, babe. She's doing double duty tonight. Make some noise wherever you are for Taylor Baumbach. Come on in, Taylor. I'm going to tell the audience about you. Taylor is a singer-songwriter from Red Deer, Alberta. Her songwriting reflects experience beyond her years, dealing with topics of loss, newfound happiness, acceptance, and everything in between. Her vocal styles resemble those of Phoebe Bridgers and Taylor Swift, along with her writing to bring the songs to life. Welcome, Taylor.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, and congrats on your gig tonight. I love that you did 2 gigs in one evening. I love a working woman. I love that.
I know, right?
So tell us what we can expect to hear from you this evening.
So this song is called I'll Lie, and it was the first song I wrote off my album I released last year during COVID. I just worked away in my basement and released it. But this song kind of opened up all the topics that I explored on the album. So it's about loving someone who's not really yours, but when you lose them, you have to pretend like it doesn't hurt you.
Ooh, I was in that situation once in my life, so this is good. I can relate to that.
Go stream it.
I will. I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure the audience can wait as well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Baumbach.
Thank you. Never knew I could be another version of myself. but I guess we all can. Stay for 3 more minutes, you said, and I just smiled, 'cause I couldn't better take myself out of your hands. Every problem you could solve it. I knew that my world was revolving around the idea that this could work. I would think about you as I fell asleep. I was praying that you were thinking about me. Tell me, do you miss me? You're not mine to get over when you finally break my heart. Not mine to say I've always loved you. Can we have a fresh start? Begin again, is it more like treacherous? Because my mind can't comprehend how you drag my heart into this. So when you finally tell me it's time to say goodbye, I hope it's raining so you can't see how much I cried. When you say you have to go, it's done, it's time. I just look into your beautiful eyes. I lie. Now I look at the clock and I love when it says 3:30 in the afternoon. The long drive up to the house that wasn't your home, just to see you. You're not mine to get over when you finally break my heart. Not mine to say I've always loved you. Can we have a fresh start? Begin again, is more like treacherous? Because my mind can't comprehend how you drag my heart into this. So when you finally tell me it's time to say goodbye, I hope it's raining so you can't see how much I've cried. When you say you have to go, it's done, it's time. I just look into your beautiful eyes, and I lie. Lying to myself and say this with love. Lie to you and say I'm fine when really I've come undone. Lie to others when they ask me how I was. Lie to myself and say I don't miss you that much. Lie awake and wonder if you're doing the same. Lie and say I hate the way you say my name. Lie on the cold hard ground, and no, you won't be coming back around. So when you finally tell me it's time to say goodbye, I hope it's raining so you can't see how much I've cried. When you say you have to go, it's done, baby, it's time. I just look into your beautiful eyes. I lie.
Yes, come on, writing. You did. I love when you said I'll lie on the cold hard ground and then like I'll lie to you. Like it was just, I was like, yes. I love the way you use that phrase, and I also love the way you use the combination of your chest voice into your head voice, like back and forth. It was really, really well executed and well done. Congratulations on an amazing performance.
Thank you.
All right, let us call our industry experts in the room. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. And Justin, we'll start with you. Give Taylor some feedback.
I thought that was a beautiful performance. Like you said, well executed. I don't even know what the original song sounds like, but is it more like the ballad guitar piano version that you kind of sang right now?
Yeah, it's exactly guitar. It has a couple more layers on it just because
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
No, because my suggestion was I would love to hear like an acoustic version of the song because there's just so much emotion that comes from your voice and just the range and tone in which you sing it is it's just you feel every single word that you're saying and that's just something that I feel like in music today it's missing that emotional piece and you definitely brought that. So kudos
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
Yes, love that. All right, Matt.
Yeah, I really love that performance. You're obviously a great singer, and I think you're going to kill it at your gig tonight. There was this line in it that really stuck with me that I hope it's been raining so you can't see I've been crying. Is that the correct line?
It's I hope it rains so you can't see how I've cried. Yeah, pretty much.
Right. I think that's either in the pre or it's in the chorus because it's in there at least twice, right? So that line, I think, is the strongest single bit of songwriting, of lyricism, that entire song. And I really think you should think about doing a whole other song as well around that concept. I think it's a really strong concept that you could dig deep and use it as a basis for storytelling. I think there's something magical in that one sentence.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. The song is really well written. You did a great job on that. Okay, so if you are in the audience and you tuned in to see Taylor, it is your turn to do your part. Head to the link in the bio and vote so that Taylor is the person that is the fan favorite that comes back in April. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Go kick ass at your show tonight.
Thank you. So thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome, and you may all turn off your cameras. All right, moving right along, we are calling our next artist to the virtual stage, Kenny Morningstar. You may now turn on your camera. Kenny Morningstar is a multidisciplinary hip-hop artist based in Chicago, Illinois. His music merges the styles of both boom bap and cloud rap and aims to explore the intricacies of his relationship to religion, life, time, and death. Kenny is an artist who believes in organic engagement with his audience. He created Ground Level, a live music event that was for creatives, by creatives. Ground Level helped Kenny secure a partnership with Columbia College Chicago, where he was able to perform at the college's largest event, Manifest. With the release of his latest projects, Inferno and Purgatorio, he shows that he can be a strong songwriter and storyteller with witty wordplay. He is currently working on more projects and has continued to show growth with every release. Kenny Morningstar, what an intriguing bio. We are so excited to have you.
Yo, what's popping with the population? Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it. You feel me?
I love your style. Just off the rip, it's super dope and unique.
Yeah, I
And
like
I'm
yours
excited
too. Yeah.
you. Excited to hear what you have tonight. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your performance.
So I'll be performing this track that I released a little while ago with my close friend, DJ producer S Rock. It's called Ultra Instinct. One day we sat down and decided to make a track in 20 minutes. And this is what came from it. And it's one of my personal favorites. The track explores my relationship with the universe and how I'm just cosmically attached to certain people. And it's interesting. Yeah.
Love that. I love an organic creation. I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure the audience can't wait as well. So
I'm
without
excited to
further
hear it.
ado, let's get into it. Mr. Kenny Morningstar, take it away.
Bet. Hey, you know where we at?
Where we at?
Third rock from the sun.
Oh,
Hey.
shit.
5 more minutes, more time before I wake up. Head to the block when I need to get the cake up. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people start changing. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Hey, you more Aggie than A&M. Split Dutch with the glue, how they created him. Smoking on invadism, smoking till I know what's Kim. Dreams of getting rich, thought bought me some Russian cream. And I need to know how you really glow when your skin so glistening. And I just walk through the Christian and I need God. I'm finding my own visioning. Hey, yeah, and I tried to glow. I know what you know. Stop acting like a rogue. Ran to the grocery and I just know I need a new rosary. And I pray to God, but do he answer? And I pray to God while my granny got that cancer. Things just happen. Things just happen. Things never change because it always happen. 5 more minutes, more time before I wake up. Head to the block when I need to get the cake up. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel, that's when things started changing. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Head on the swivel cause these people be chameleons. Hey, every dream worth a million. Penny for your thoughts, this guap sack gazillion. Stay the same man when I move through dimensions. In the den with the dead, I pray God forgive me. And I'm like a heavyweight, speed of a featherweight. And these Nike Airs, I got them off heaven gates. If I die today, it's just to show his face. $150 with the blade, you can't show your face. Custom made baklava, I can't show my face. Just face 20 Ramadans, that's why my stomach aches. I stay hungry since I learned to fix a plate. Pick my teeth with the bone from your vertebrae. You ain't P, you a perpetrator. Seen every flaw through the aviators. If you really love me, show the world we can stay together. Look me in my eyes, on your knees, let me pray together. Turn another corner, see the edge. Then I'm off the Ave. If I take a step, I'm off the ledge. Then I lost the match. Hey, normalize, I'm good on that. On the Ave, I stood on that. If I'm on, then my hood on that. Fix it with the tab attached. Fits my habitat. Welcome to the Lions Den. You can have it back. Yeah. Take this shit. All that material stuff, you can take it. It's fine with me. I got my soul. And that's Ultra Instinct. Thank you. Yeah.
Straight bars. That's what's up. You are in such a lane all by yourself. Like just your concept and just your whole, like what you're about, you kind of get it off the rip, which is hard. It's hard to like sometimes just get an artist from one appearance or one song. But I feel like you do a good job of letting people know who you are and what you're about. And that's important. That's important. A lot of artists spend a lot of time trying to figure that out. So super dope. Let's get our industry experts in and get their feedback. Industry experts, you may now turn on your cameras. All right, let's start with Matt this time.
Sure. Hey, Kenny, when the beat cut out, was that intentional or was that like, did it just mess up and you kept rolling with it?
So it was intentional. Yeah, it was intentional.
Oh, I mean, like it was great. I'm glad you did it, but I thought it was an accident. I was like, oh wow, this guy's so confident. He just kept going. So you should keep doing that as a bit. It was great.
I definitely will.
I don't know what I can say specifically about the song other than I really liked it. I love the Penny for Your Thoughts line. That kind of remind me of like early 2000 Jay-Z. That seems like something he would have said. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful other than that was really great.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it comes off almost like a freestyle.
Wow, that's tough. Yeah, because I did freestyle the track. I can't lie, but that's why it's one of my favorites. You feel me?
Yeah, it doesn't have your typical like song structure.
Right.
So that's why I said that. Justin, let's hear what you have to say.
Hey, I myself thought it was the beat cut out, and I was like, oh wow, like yeah, you kept going without a flinch. I was like, okay, yeah, he got something going. But
Yeah.
from where you're from, I totally get everything you're doing. Like you're in that Mick Jenkins, Alex Wiley, Kimbe X vibe, like the very raw underground kind of feel. And so, bro, I think there's a lane in that. And I think those could be some good guys to just use as like a reference of like how they go about attacking music or branding or just their whole approach. I think those could be some guys from Chicago that you could kind of lean or look um, to kind of help on your creative process. And being that I'm from there too, I would
Yeah,
love for you to just reach out to me, and I'll be here as a resource. Like I know a ton of guys from back home that I would love to just put around you just so you can have that.
that's love. That's
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
for
I
sure.
appreciate that for
Yeah,
sure.
100,
Yes, I
100%.
love that. That is what Music Forward is all about. Open Mic Fridays. That's super dope. Thank you for that, Justin. And yeah, Kenny, that was a great performance. I would love to hear, I'm gonna look you up because I would love to hear like a full on record with like a structure, like a hook and all that stuff
I
from you.
got plenty of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
for sure. I think
some
that's
more. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So I'll definitely tap in as well. And if you're in the audience and you came to see Kenny Morningstar, head to the link in the chat. Make sure that you vote so that he is the one that comes back as the fan favorite. Thank you once again, Kenny, for your energy and dope
Thank you, Lydia. Thank
performance.
you.
Of course. And all of you may turn off your cameras. Moving right along, I love how connections organically happen on this platform. That is why we are here, bridging the gap, because you never know what may come. Everything is about relationships, so you never know what that may turn into. So stay tuned. All right, coming to the virtual stage, we have another queen with us, Priscilla Ariana. Come on in. Let me tell the audience about you. Priscilla Ariana, performer, singer, songwriter, and music business student of Berklee College of Music, surpassed a challenging year fighting through a near-death experience that completely changed her outlook on life. Through heartbreak and heart failure, music, her longtime friend, and therapy played its role. Putting her soul into every word and scene, her audience descends into her universe. Priscilla has always healed through the practice of songwriting. She began when she was 10 while praying and writing before bed. This therapy was being used endlessly, healing her, and then having the power to heal others as well, taking her audience along for the ride, an invitation of a transformation into the door to the cosmos. Priscilla, tell us about what you're going to perform tonight, but tell us about this experience that you had, if you don't mind, if it's not too personal.
Well, of course not. Thank you so much, Lydia, for hosting, and thank you, Music Forward, for having me. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, it happened in February 2021. It was quite a bit ago, but it was all happening at once, and it was a domino effect of things. So coming out of the hospital, it was like, okay, so I have to do this whole entire lifestyle shift. And since we are doing this, let's just look back at old traumas and unknot all of these knots in my brain. Why not? Like lowest low is your highest high. So I was like, let's just get through all of it now. And so I started writing endlessly about just like the growth. And I made my album called Door to the Cosmos that has yet to be released. It'll be later this year. But it's all about just inviting people to take in like to hone in on just who they are, ask, because it's hard to be introspective these days. It's hard to know what questions to ask, and that's what this album kind of guides you through. Talking like a song called Red Eyed Revenge is about past traumas catching up to you. Red Eyed Revenge, because you've been ignoring them for so long.
Love that. Very deep.
Cherry Blossoms, the song I'm going to be singing for you, is when It's like my folkiest of all of them. I'm a soul pop rock artist. But this song, it happened, I freestyled it with my friend Matt. We were just overlooking on the back balcony at this cherry blossom. And it was right after I was starting to find myself again and accept change. And I was like, it'd be nice to just make a song to invite change as beautifully as the seasons do. So that's what this one's about. And I hope you enjoy it.
I'm so excited to hear this, and I'm excited for the audience to get to know you a little bit more as well. So without further ado, Priscilla Ariana, take it away.
Lucas Alvarado over here, everyone. I see cherry blossoms this time of spring. I see life staring back at me. Oh, I'm blessed to see life through my eyes. I see winter waving by in the meantime. Cold tunnel of wind. Adios, my God. Birds, breeze, it's nice to hear you. People, it's nice to finally see your face. Oh, how it's nice to taste spring. Oh, how it's nice to close my eyes and hear the sound the season rings. Oh, I won't ever let this moment go. I see cherry blossoms from my screen. I see winter and I hear her scream goodbye. It's funny how the seasons go by. I see water and I see that reflection. I see water and I hesitate to mention who she. Quit staring back at me. Fading from white to orange to blue, then yellow as the sun sings to me, as life brings to me. I will live today as if it is the end of me. Oh, I won't ever let this moment go. I won't ever let this moment
Priscilla, wow. So that was a mini experience. Like, I love how different you are, like a breath of fresh air. The industry can seem a little bit cookie cutter. And you are definitely like carving your own path. And I mean, I knew you were going to be special because you're going to Berkeley. They don't just take anybody. It's a hard school to get into. And you have definitely shown improvement what I expected. So congratulations, that was phenomenal. I definitely think that you have something really unique and special. And I hope you stay like that and don't conform, because I think this lane can really open some special doors for you. All right, let's get our industry experts in the room. You guys may now turn on your camera. All right, Justin, I'll start with you.
Cool. I thought that performance was amazing. Like you were really into it. You was giving us the expression, and like I was really there with you. Just listening to it, I couldn't help myself to think like, dang, this could be in like a Disney, like Pixar. Like you could take any big, I don't know, big movie and just take off the song and put that in there, and it's phenomenal. So yeah, definitely keep doing what you're doing. It's not something that is being done right now, at least sonically, and just keep just going after that. One thing I do want to say, music aside, your story alone is super beautiful, and for most artists, like we can all probably attest, there are going to be trials and tribulations along that journey, and don't forget the why, because you'll have a million voices telling you to do this and do that and do this, but if you stay true to who you are and why you do music and the message you want to give, there's nothing anyone could ever tell you that to deter you from that, because the hard part is you've already experienced that. So just hold on to that.
Yeah, I love that. Great advice. And just to add, like, I think like your lane is definitely like, it's giving score vibes, like movies and commercials and TV, like look like take the non-traditional approach. Like don't try to get like a record deal like everybody else. Like get your songs in films and get some placements, because you definitely have that element to you. And I think that that's a great avenue, like a nice backdoor approach to the industry that a lot of people, you know, just don't really think about. So
Really great.
all right, Matt.
I'm glad that we're all on the same page here about how much it makes sense in the world of film and TV. That was like the first note I wrote down. And I'm sure as you go to school and you're around other artists, they treat writing for film and TV as like uncool, like as this little stepchild of being an artist. They are all wrong. You should work so hard at nailing film and TV. It can launch your career. It's a sustainable career you can do for the rest of your life. And you make a lot more money than like anyone else. So there's all that sides to it. On the artist side, you're intense. That's wild. I haven't seen your social media, but I hope that you can capture the personality of your performance with your content. Like, you know, when you really turn it up halfway through the song, that like forcibly pushed me back and caught me off guard. And I hope all your branding and marketing has the same effect.
Yeah, I love that. Lean into this space that you're in. It's different. It's going to set you apart from everybody. I think that's the golden ticket out of this performance. Okay. If you're in the audience, yeah, of course, you are so welcome, Priscilla. If you're here to see Priscilla, it is your turn. Show her love, hit the link in the bio, and make her the fan favorite that comes back in April. Priscilla, thank you. Oh, and what is your accompanist's name?
Lucas Alvarado over here,
Hi,
everyone.
I'm Lucas.
Great job, Lucas.
Thank you so much.
You are amazing as well. It takes two to tango, like they say, right? Great job, you guys. And all of you may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, such unique talent here tonight. I love how different everybody has been so far. I hope you're enjoying. We have one more phenomenal artist for you, so don't go anywhere. Coming to the virtual stage, we have Zami Inez. Come on in. I'm going to tell you about this next artist. Zami Inez, uncomfortably introspective and exposingly specific. This artist and singer-songwriter grew up in Philadelphia and has recently moved back to the city after graduating from Berklee College of Music. Do you guys know each other? Hold on, we're going to get into that after this. She pulls her creative inspiration from female singer-songwriters with a soulful edge like Liana La Havas, Sarah Bareilles, Joni Mitchell, and India Arie, an amazing list of talent. Zami strives to mesh the worlds of pop, folk, and R&B through her songs in the hopes of paying homage to the Black female musicians that have influenced these genres throughout history. Zami is a human fascinated by love and all of the different ways it appears over the course of a lifetime. She writes in order to ground herself and to emote in a real and vulnerable way. Zami hopes that writing transparently will inspire young girls to explore their own ideas of love, life, family, and beauty through music, and also find comfort and healing in it, just as she has. Welcome. What a beautiful bio you have.
Hi, thank you.
And you're just equally as radiant.
Oh, thank you. You as
You
well.
are you are so welcome. Of course. So do you know the last artist?
I do not know Priscilla personally at all.
I know the big school, so
Yeah, but it's so wonderful to be connected to you in this way, Priscilla.
yeah, I think that's so awesome. I love that. Okay, so tell us what we can expect from you this evening.
Okay. So tonight I'm gonna sing a song called Point of View. I just recently moved back to Philadelphia on my own, after being in Boston for 4 years, which transparently was not the easiest experience. So I write about love, life, all of those good things. And this is kind of a love song to the city I grew up in.
Nice.
Discovering the city as an adult and really appreciating how much healing it gave me when I first moved back.
Nice. Oh, I'm excited to hear this. All right, well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Zami Inez, take it away.
Thank you. I've been seeing old friends and energies I've missed. I've been feeling what it's like to be home with 2 feet standing, planted roots beneath the ground. Just riding round with my high school boyfriend, talking out loud about how fast things change now. I've been asking for peace and rejuvenation, divinity of angels, hear my calls, and breezes guide me to corners of the city I haven't been in far too long. It's like I never left. These streets recall my instep. But I'm in this whole new life, making sense of the old and new. Points of view are shifting and bending. I'm clearing out my headspace. This is fall in Philadelphia. Oh, I missed Marvin Street when summer heat is fading, and I'm feeling jaded that a man I don't know lives there. I missed walking around downtown. It never felt quite this calm. But now I'm 22 with a whole new view of the fall. I've been praying, meditating on self-belief and working hard to forgive the ones that never loved me right. 2 feet standing on my own for the first time. I find it charming to see old places bathed in new light. 'Cause I'm in this whole new life, making sense of the old and new. Points of view are shifting and bending and clearing out my headspace. Falling Philadelphia is the healing I've been missing.
I have one word. That is stunning.
Thank you.
That's the word. That is what that performance gave me. Everything about it was just beautiful, rich, your voice, the playing, the storytelling. It was a moment. I loved it.
Thank
So
you so
much
much.
for sharing that with us. And you're popping right now. Those are your people's like, girl, you killed it. No. All right, let's get our industry experts in the room. Come on in. All right, Matt, we are going to start with you this time.
That was really compelling. I think that's the word for it. Like, I couldn't stop listening. Like, it just held my attention in a way that most songs in the world generally do not hold my attention at all. Like, the storytelling that you have in this song is what I would use as an example to other writers, including my clients, of what I think excellent storytelling is. Like, because it's literal, and when you're describing going back home and how that sort of repairs you and stuff, but it doesn't go, oh, I'm home, I feel so much better now. It allows me to interpret it in my own way and connect to it that might be slightly different than what you had in mind when you're writing it. But that, to me, is why we write stories, so people can interpret them in their own way. It's just excellent. Sorry, I just had to censor myself, but I was really stoked on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you killed it. I agree. Justin?
Yeah, you definitely did your thing. The whole time I was just scrolling through my phone. I'm like, she sounds like somebody, and I just could not pinpoint it. And for me, that's a good thing, because there are just a combination of different people that just the melodies and the guitar playing, it was just like, it's so unique to you that even though I tried my hardest to be like, there's somebody there, I couldn't do it. So for you, I give you praise for that, because I mean, what you did was amazing.
Thank you so much. That's a huge
Yeah, your influences come through like heavy on the indie Irie, which is such a compliment, but it's still yours. You know, it's still like I can hear your individuality, but definitely the people who you listed, I can just tell the influences there. And that's always, you know, listen, I used to be upset with if someone told me I sounded like somebody else, but then I was like, well, if I sound like somebody who's like out here on the radio, successful, killing it, I guess there's some positives to take away from that, right? So for sure, you definitely have your own lane, but you sound like successful people out here winning, and I think that that's a great, you know, just a great compliment to you. So, if you are here today because Zami introduced you to her music or sent you a link and said, come watch or whatever, it is your turn. Do your job. Or even if you're just meeting her, hit the link in the link in our chat and send a vote over so that she will be our fan favorite in April. Now, Zami, at this time, you can turn off your cameras, but I need our industry experts to stay on. Thank you so much. Hi. All right. So we've had some phenomenal talent tonight, and I'm so glad for you guys giving your feedback. Before you guys leave and before we wrap up, I would like to ask you one last question. And the question is, if you could give one word of advice, right? And it's not just one singular word, but just one tip, one takeaway, one tidbit to up and coming artists that are out here, anybody who's really trying to make their name in this industry, what would that word of advice be? whoever would like to go first can take the mic.
You want me to take care of it?
You,
Yeah.
He's gonna go too, but you can go first if you want to.
Yeah.
All right. So oddly enough, and I guess like the pregame when we're on the pre-Zoom, someone asked a question about what you would recommend an artist do to build a sustainable and authentic fan base. I thought that was a really good question because the answer I think is incredibly useful. The answer is to do authentic and sustainable things. When you be yourself at all times, you can keep that up. It's when you try and do something that you're not, or try and do something that you think you're supposed to. Maybe someone told you you need to be more like this or more like that. If it's not natural, it won't be sustainable, and obviously it's not authentic. That's
I
all I
love
got
that.
today.
That's such a gem, like for real. If you do what is natural to you, you can keep it up. You can't keep up the gimmick. You just can't. It's impossible. You're not going to be able to be consistent and dedicated to it. And that's what's necessary to succeed. So it may seem small, but that is literally like huge. I hope if you're listening that you are taking notes, lean into who you are, and you will find the magic that you can keep consistent at. Excellent. Thank you so much, Matt. Justin?
Yeah, just to piggyback off that, I think being yourself is the ultimate win at the end of the day. But also just being okay with results not panning out. I think having the luxury, as many of you do right now, you have the opportunity to try new things and experiment. Like you aren't number one on Billboard, so people don't have as many opinions to kind of accommodate to. So you have the flexibility to have fun, make mistakes. Some mistakes might turn into your biggest hit. You never know. So now use this opportunity to cultivate your craft and just keep sharpening your tools so that when that spotlight is on you, you've been doing this for forever. So
you're ready. Yeah, I love that. I always say fail forward. It's one of those things, and the skin that you're in has to really grow thick and tough, because there's going to be those times where you like put your all into something and it's not going to work out. And are you going to be the artist that it never popped off because you gave up? You got to just stay in the game. And so I love that advice as well. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, reinvent yourself, challenge yourself to do different things, and you're going to hit the nail on the head at some point in time, and it's going to work out for you. So thank you so much to both of you, Justin and Matt. We appreciate you here at Music Forward. This is great for all the artists that had that we're on, and also for artists who may be tuned in. So we appreciate you, and you may both now turn off your cameras. Once again, my name is Lydia Caesar. It is an absolute pleasure to host this show every other week. Make sure that you join us next time. Have a great rest of your Friday evening. Peace.